A lot of activity here, folks. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on in Texas, boy. Texas must be such a giant place that terrorists are targeting Texas to really bring them down to their knees. It's amazing. It's really amazing. I think we need bomb control now, right? I'm not making a political broadcast today.
Brody Lane and West Slaughter Lane has injured an employee of the Goodwill store in the area. This happened at the Goodwill store. Terrible. The employee was looking in the donation box when the device exploded.
It's a place to get blown to bits.
So it looks like maybe this device was left in the donation box at a Goodwill store.
In a donation box.
My gosh. Here is a nice summary from BNO News of the bombings here. So, March 2nd, package explosion. Somebody found it on their doorstep, 1 dead. March 12th, package explosion. Found on a doorstep, 1 dead, 1 injured. The night of March 12th, an older woman, I think in her 70s, was injured when she found a package. Then there were 6 days with no package explosions. And then 2 days ago, March 18th was the package explosion, was the bomb explosion, where it was, I don't know if it was a package or not, it was some sort of box, I believe, but it had a tripwire on it, and on March 18th, a couple of males, 20-something males, were riding or walking their bikes, and they hit the tripwire, and they injured themselves. One of them I know had nails in their legs.
This is the breaking news here. We have this horrible bombings, you know, right at the tail end. Well, not even at the tail end. I mean, we're still dealing with shootings in schools. You see, it's nice to think that taking the guns away or making it harder, which is okay. I have nothing against that, making it harder to get, especially for people who've had a history of mental illness. But let's not think for a moment, not for a moment, please, that that's going to fix or make our students, our children safe in school. Please don't imagine that. Because the mental health, what we have is a mental health issue here, okay? And it's not just the ones making these bombs and shooting that needs mental health. It's anyone who believes that taking away the Second Amendment, taking away our right to bear arms, is going to make anything safer. It's just a thought. It's just, I think you really need to get your head examined, because I mean, there's other ways to kill people. It's simple, and you're going to see it. Okay, you know, listen, you know, we can go on for years here if the Lord permits it, and North Korea doesn't just go nuts, and Russia. We have this time, and there's lives. There's a lot of lives, so sooner or later it'll dawn on us what the real problem is. Okay, so you know, and it's unfortunate. You know, we really pray for the families who are affected and were affected, and in Broward County, and now and again, where was this, in Maryland this morning? Was it even? It's now Austin, Texas, these past few days. Outrageous, just outrageous. Okay, so, you know, but again, that's life, right? You were driving under the bridge in Miami, and that was the end, right? So that's the reality. This is the reality. So, okay, we'll go through another few generations, I guess. All right. Today is an attempt to have a regular broadcast, so we'll see what we can do. Um, and and I say hello to everybody. We will have a drawing today. Those who want to participate, you need to get in to the basic membership. The free drawings are over. We have three very lucky and grateful winners. Now we have the drawings at the regular, well, not the regular fee, would be $25. You're saving 15. But you get a chance at the wheel, which gives you a whole year of either a basic membership or a pro level membership, which includes a nice piece of software that makes it easier to make your Bitcoin and other alternate coins. And that's a $400 value, by the way. And then you have the mine. The mine. That's a good one to have. And that's worth over $1,000. And again, listen, don't fool yourself, people. Especially with the mine. The mine's a serious thing. It's a serious asset. And you're going to, with the mine, you're going to build up some things. So, don't do it thinking that it's going to make money for you while you're sitting twiddling your thumbs. These memberships are not like that. The basic membership, you have the training. All the memberships have the training, but it's a 5-month training program. So, the work involves only 15 minutes a day, but there's things for you to learn if you're not into knowing how to make money and stuff like that online. So there's things to learn. So, don't think, the mine, I'm going to make a lot of money with the mine. The mine will make you a lot of money, but you need to build up structures. I'm not saying that physically, but it's more than just a simple thing. Okay, so don't do this and don't get involved in this unless you're willing to put some sweat into it and do something. You're building wealth with this, so you'll be building things with this. Okay, so I just want to let that out there because I don't want anyone to. I mean, the only ones that have a right to be surprised are the ones that got the free wins because they weren't even expecting. These were followers. The guy who won on Periscope followed me like, what was it, a year or two ago when I wasn't even doing anything like this. Followed me for my Sunday teaching, church teaching. So, all of a sudden he's a winner, because I wanted to clear out the followers and friends on these streaming channels so that they can have a chance at something, and so I can just do that and get out of that, some type of a blessing and a good thing I wanted to share with everyone who joined up. But now, now we're doing the drawings for the upgrade, and so you have to start with a basic membership. So practically these drawings are only for members. You become a member simply by following the instruction on top and paying your $10. You go you type that into your browser, and you can do that on the phone as well. Open your browser and type that in there, and just make the payment, and I'll get the notification, and your name will be included in the drawing. So there will be no pre-drawing to see what the prize is beforehand. It will all be done at the end of this show, of this program. Okay, and I'll have to repeat that various times throughout. Alright, so A lot of excitement today. Let's go into our, try to make this thing into some type of a show here for you guys. Again, if you're trying to comment or me, except for Periscope, I really am not monitoring any chat room activity. So I will not see your chats. Simply just stay tuned and keep watching. Enjoy what you can. Pick up what learning you can get. And otherwise, participate in the drawing. It's the smartest thing to do, really, instead of just watching. So let's go into some of the what's happening in the Bitcoin world today. We have a few activities over here, by the way, exciting developments. I'm giving a Bitcoin class tomorrow in my local area, so that's a great thing. We're giving classes, and I'm giving live one-on-one, person-to-person classes. So that started up here. We also, the next day, we have another program where we're having a conference as well with a few members there. I have another program where people are members. It's a different membership, which I won't talk about here except by mentioning it. It's the same type of program, a little different. You won't be able to join that through this medium, so I won't bother giving you details on that. It's just for a separate market, and it's its own little animal over there. But it is involved in the crypto space. It is a crypto project. So that's going on for Thursday evening. And so things are moving. Even the markets are moving today. So let's go in and see the markets now. Let me bring up our normal windows here for this. So give me a moment here while I set everything up here for you. Alrighty. It might be this one, guys. I think it is this one. Sorry. And the reason I didn't prepare this one for today because I was doing my software actually, and because of that, I hadn't prepared for this here. Okay, that's not what I want. Not what I was looking for. Alright, so as I get all that ready for you guys, we're going to try to make this show as interesting as I can, which is not a very good promise. It sounds good, but, you know, it just doesn't, hopefully it materializes for you guys. It's my hope and prayer. It's my hope and prayer for you, okay? Okay. Alrighty, so we're gonna analyze a few things here today. First of all, we have the Bitcoin. Right now, the prices went all the way up, brothers. Let me tell you. You see, this is the thing that you have to understand about cryptocurrency. That it goes down, but it goes up. And so you see that even though crypto went down, yesterday it had gone down. Let's look a little bit into this. Although it went down yesterday into the 7,000s, low 7,000, I must add. It went into the low 7,000s yesterday. So let me just look for that here. Yeah. Now, let me just take a look at this here. Let's see, it's the 7 day. Let's look into that. Now you see, this is the past 7 days here. And yesterday it was like, oh my goodness, it was 7,400. See that? 7th, I think its lowest was 417. 7,417. And right now, this thing is up here. Up here at 8,900. That's 1,550, 60 some odd dollars. 1,500. Assuming you had a Bitcoin, full Bitcoin, you made 1,000 and a half. And again, these things, the more Bitcoin you have, obviously, the more money you stand to make. But most of you investors are not investing or in many Bitcoins. You don't have many Bitcoins. I think the Bitcoin has always been, unless you've had it for a long time, it's always been out of the hand, out of the possibility of many people. Most people are doing Ethereum and the other altcoins because that's what you can afford. And you guys been making some money. You've been making money in this past 24 hours particularly. Okay, so yeah, it's not just Bitcoin, but many of you have been making good money these past few days here. Well, at least in the past 24 hours. Ethereum is 557 right now. We have Ethereum at 557, and yesterday was doing something in the 400s. The Ripple is down to 70 cents. What was that doing the last few days? Let's take a look at that. So the Ripple in this past day has been bouncing around 70, 69, 68, 70 cents. So it's pretty much, averaging around the 70s. So there hasn't been a lot of movement, which you don't expect really with Ripple. Ripple has always been a consistent animal. Not meaning that it doesn't change price, but it doesn't like to change price. Let's put it that way. It's not a coin that is that likes change too much. Obviously, in the past day and 2 days, actually, it really took a hit. Here it went down to 54 cents on Sunday, sometime Sunday. And again, that's when Bitcoin was really down, going down and going down. And then, but before it was in the 70s, 75, 79, 7 days ago. And now it's, averaging out to 70. It took a hit, but again, you're talking about 70s, and the lowest was 56 here. Was it 54, 54, 55? Yeah, 54 here was the lowest it got. So it looks like 20% of its value or so was the difference here. In this debacle for these past a few hours in its history. So Ripple again is like, and if Bitcoin is heading firmly upwards, then you can expect Ripple to try to get back to its dollar. And I say that because of psychology, really, folks. The people who have Ripple believe in Ripple, and there's a lot of focus on Ripple. Some people don't like the focus that's on Ripple, don't agree with it, but the fact still remains that there is some interest in it, and I see no reason that it shouldn't go back up to $1. Now let's look at that. So we're talking about that Ripple should make another 30 cents here and there. When it comes to this type of coin, you got to think about this. It's 30 cents each coin. 30 cents each coin. And Ripple, Ripples are less than $1. So you figure, let's say you had a few $1,000s to invest. You would do something like that. You're looking at a few thousand Ripple, right? A few thousand Ripple. So let's say just go with $1, that it cost $1. And it's not costing you $1, but let's just say it did. So, and you had $10,000, you got 10,000 Ripple coin. And you have an increase that, you can look at and feel pretty good about of 30 cents a Ripple. So you're looking at a third, like a profit of $3,000, $3,000 increase on that. And this is basically what the traders are looking at, doing something like that. By gaining 30 cents a shot here. Again, we did a show a few weeks ago, I guess, right? At this rate, and we looked at Ripple getting back up into $4. So then again, if you're looking at the $4 mark, which is, if you're going to do Ripple, don't do Ripple unless you believe that you're going to reach at least $4. And that really would be the way I would expect it to go. If I was worried about it, I would take it out. But $4 right now is an extra, would be $3.70 increase per coin that I would expect it to do sooner or later. And you spend $10,000 on the Ripple, and and you get 10. Let's just base it on 10,000 coin. So that means each coin makes you $3.30. So you can figure that out. You can figure that out. So you're talking about over $30,000, $37,000, as a matter of fact, from your $10,000 investment. You have some really big money people out there that are putting down a whole lot more money. You know, here they'll take, you know, they can take $300,000 and put it into something like Ripple and wait for it to go to three, you know, to go up by $3.70, even $4. And you're talking about turning that $300,000 into $1 million. So this is basically what this market is capable of doing. Not that it will in Ripple. I'm just using it as an example of how little. The thing what you need to look at with crypto is how little change, because we're just talking about a few dollars here at most, right? At most. You know, you don't even need a few dollars worth. There are coins that are so low, 10 cents, you know, even less than 10 cents a coin. They're in their infancy, as Bitcoin was at one time as well. And now Bitcoin is up, it's worth $8,000 a coin, you know. So you take one of these coins that are practically worth, you know, a tenth of a penny, and how many can you buy with that? I mean, you know, if you have the money, you can load up on these coins, and when they just go up even before $1, you can be a multi-millionaire. And it hasn't even reached $1 yet. So this is what's involved in crypto. Again, I wouldn't recommend anyone do this as a precarious investment. And we are not giving investment advice. I don't do that on this program or on any program. But I do tell you that, you know, this is the time to be involved in this market. No matter what the people were saying or fearing, there's so much fear out there. And I understand the fear. The fear is created by the personal investment and the risk of personal loss. In our Crypto Minds program, we eliminate that risk. Because we know none of your money right now, the money you have on hand, none of it is used in the crypto to purchase crypto. And many people are using our program to swap out their investment. So if they have a few $1,000s in crypto and they take our program, they do the 5 months training, and after the 5 months, they qualify for up to $50,000 in cryptocurrency. And for most people, that's like more than they even have invested. So they're able to take their money out of the market, out of the risk zone, and replace it with the crypto from our program. It's the wisest thing to do. Now it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it goes down. It matters if it goes up. And when it reaches the height that you're expecting it to go, where you feel comfortable that, you know, it's okay, you're going to make your profit and run, then you do that. But until it hits that, you don't worry about it, because it's like right now with the Bitcoin. People were selling because they were losing. And whatever the justification, the only reason that they're doing it is because they've invested their own money and they're scared. There's total fear out there. And the fear is what's causing the drop also. It's not just, see, some people fear and then it starts dropping. They start selling. Or it's dropping now a little bit, let me sell. and then they start, and even a large sale. See, somebody needs the money because some other investment went down the tubes, and they need the money they put into crypto back, and they could have brought millions of coin or whatnot, and then it could be an institution, and then all of a sudden they take it out. And so when people see, what's going to happen is that the line starts dropping because they sell it, but people, want to pay less and less, but they want to sell and sell. So they'll take any offer that goes down. It goes down, they'll take in that offer. And other people start seeing the price drop, so they feel, let me sell before I lose my investment. And then it starts like a domino effect. That's what's happening. It's all psychology. And no matter how intelligent you are, this is a fool's game. It's a fool's game. Because of course now you have a dance. You got people who sell, okay, so now they feel smart because they got out. Or now so they feel justified when the price goes down like 7,000. Oh, see, yeah, I got out before it went below 8,000. And maybe I lost a little bit, but I still have the bulk of my investment. Other people say I got out before it went down below the money. I made a little profit, so they feel good. I made a little profit. So now the question becomes, well, when do you get back in? Are you now, when you come back in, are you now going to lose? Because now when you get back in, you wait a little longer, just to make sure that, we're going higher. Oh, I don't want to lose this upswing. So now I get in. Now before you may have had this is just any number I'm picking here, but before you had like 100 coins. But now when you get back in, now you got 70. Right? Because now you got in, the hot price is a little higher than when you sold it, right? So now you had 100 before, but now you have 70. So somehow that is justified in your mind because you were safeguarding your investment. The way we do this in our program is to listen. If you were in our program, you would still have your 100 coins in there. You would still have your 100 coin. Plus, because our program's always producing more coin. So you would be actually adding coin. And all the time that it went lower, you would have been adding more and more coin. This is... So, you understand, the changing the way you approach crypto is the most important thing that you can do to build your wealth. Most of you guys are going to trade yourself out of the big win. That's what's going to happen. And then we're going to hear stories, oh, I should have stayed in. I should have stayed in. Because, of course, when this thing pops up, it's going to be too late. In other words, you're playing the game as it goes down. And a great potential there is that in your playing and your blinking, one of those blinks that you do, it's going to hit a upswing that you won't be able to recover from. In other words, it will swing up as high where you won't be able to buy back in any reasonable manner. And then what? Just see, the way people are trading is you're going to get caught. The only understanding and the only justification that you can have is, I did it, let me not be greedy. So you get these terms, let us not be greedy. I got my profit, I'm okay with that, and that's it. So it's a little self-justifying, but it's really to make you feel better that you're not in it when the big day came. See? So that is why the Crypto Mine program, our program is the best one, because you'll always be in it. It doesn't matter when it goes down, you make more coins. So, and when the big day comes, you're in it. You'll be in it. You can be taking profits. We're not telling you not to take profits as they come. You can be taking profits as they come in, because you can do that. You can afford to do that. Why? Because you're always making coin with the program. It's not people who do that the other way, is because you only have a set amount of coinage. See? So, you know, you have the 100 coins or the 5 coins, whatever you have, and then you start selling off. But remember that as you go selling off, you have less coin. You don't get more coin. You have less coin. Of course, you're not investing or putting back into that coin, because it just doesn't make sense for you to sell today and then buy the coin tomorrow at a higher price. You may do that at a lower price, you know, but you could have done that in a program like ours, where you didn't have to sell in the first place and just simply add. So our program, you can add consistently. You don't have to sell. You can sell. You don't have to sell. And simply, you know, in a program like ours, you can be selling and making profits consistently without losing the amount of coins that you have in the program. You know, you can do it that way as well. You can always be adding 20% more coins into your portfolio while you're liquidating the excess, you know. And every time, and you're always building coin, but still liquidating, you're always making profit. That's what the Crypto Mines program allows you to do. It allows you to do crypto in a different way, in a safer way than what other people, or what most people are doing now, and they're really just falling over the deep end with it. So, that being said, let's look for some news. Let's find some news to look at here. I might as well leave that here. Let me open up another browser and see what news there is. Alright, let's go looking for crypto news. You have the top stories of the day that looks like the G20 is calling for regulations. Let me give you the screenshot here. Wait a minute. What's that about? Okay. Alright, so you have crypto. The G20 calls for crypto regulation recommendations. And so we see the governments of the world trying to regulate crypto. And then Ripple's XRP just might be the next big crypto futures market. Again, why is that? It's because of what I discussed in my beginning, my opening statements. Ripple demonstrates a type of stability. It's not all stable. It goes up and down, but it's not as, it looks like it's not as speculative in its manner, in the behavior, as the other coins are. So Ripple seems to have inherited, or purposely so, a little more stableness to it, which makes it attractive as attractive to be used in this manner, as in a futures market, as being a basis for that. So let's look into that. Alright, we have here the Bitcoin futures may have launched with tremendous fanfare, but XRP futures, on the other hand, not so much. In fact, UK-based startup Crypto Facilities has been operating a futures market for the world's third largest cryptocurrency, developed by blockchain startup Ripple Incorporated. And while the company CEO Timo Schleifer has been tight-lipped about the product so far, he sees trends in recent data that indicate broader XRP futures adoption may be on the horizon. And this is the little statement here, this line here is very important, because it's talking toward the tendency and the money that's coming in, the old money that's coming into the market, or that wants to come in, but they're seeking certain characteristics. And so that's the recent data. Recent data. You see trends in recent data, and we've also been watching. I've seen some data from some other broadcasters showing some wallet activity, and very interesting wallet activity. That we were able to look into some wallets. Actually, we don't know who owns the wallets, but you can see the information. And there are some gigantic wallets out there, I'm going to tell you right now. So, they're looking at certain trends. And the trends, and like I was saying when I was looking at the Ripple, if you look at the Ripple chart, you can compare. Just compare the chart with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, with all the others. I mean, not all of them, there's a lot of work to do, but, most of the mainstream ones. And you can see what I'm talking about. Just even its developmental, since its inception, and the way it's developed. And you'll see the dip. You'll see some dips according to what Bitcoin is doing. The immature. What's happening is Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market is still immature. It's not matured yet. So you have a lot of sensitivity, a lot of psychology is involved here, a lot of fear. There's a lot of news going on. There's a lot of people and organizations, institutions, and governments trying to get their control, get a stake in, controlling it, etc., etc. People trying to get into the space, to have some type of ICO, some type of, a major introduction and into the space, and some market share of this space. So a lot of things happening, but even amongst all those things going on, there is some trending. And again, Ripple is always going to be looked at for that type of one of the currencies that is really going to be considered, and I would even dare say depended on. I would even dare say that. And some of you may only be, may just be looking at Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is going to be it, and this and that. I think it's a little too early yet. Again, the market's immature, but I can tell you right now that when it comes to the banks and it comes to the governments and things like that, they're going to make a move. They can soon they're going to start making some regulation. They're going to start identifying the players that they are going to put their attention on. And I don't mean that for regulation, but I mean it for control and for some future type of currency dependency and development. So that's something that might indeed go on. Ripple is something that needs to be looked at because it looks as if it's going to be a player. It will be here. So that is something that has to be looked at. It says, indeed, when Bitcoin was still months away from getting its first Commodity and Futures Trading Commission regulated Bitcoin derivatives, Schaeffer's company had quietly partnered with Ripple and launched XRP Futures, its second cryptocurrency futures product after Bitcoin to be regulated. So, these are the guys here that are positioning themselves, but they're also partnering and positioning along with Ripple. Later, when Chicago commodities giants Cboe and CME Group opened their first Bitcoin futures in December, Crypto Facilities' own XRP futures were trading at 14.2 million in volume a month. And by the time Cboe's, I don't know, I'm looking at it like Oboe, but it has a C, so Cboe's first Bitcoin futures contract expired in January, Crypto Facilities XRP futures had almost doubled in volume to 24.6 million. Yet few outside the firm's own pool of investors knew the futures were being traded. So you see, look at this, the volume, and this is a closed group. So that's a closed group. And look, and you take care of the load of the volume there. So just these guys are doing things because they have people. They have investors. They're leveraging, So these guys pretty much get things started, and they can maintain them and develop them because they have their own incubator. This is practically their own incubator. They don't need a business incubator. They got one. And basically, if they chose to use any coin, they can, and the chances are it will do fine. So that's basically what's going on. It says, now that appears to be changing, with the company on track for another positive month and others exploring the contract. So now those contracts are being explored. It's like leaking out into the open now with this article. Definitely so. For instance, the volume of cash-settled XRP futures, which the company officially launched in October 2016, were relatively flat from month to month until March 2017. That's when XRP futures volume more than tripled to 3.8 million and quadrupled to 12.1 million in the following month. By the way, I just have to remind everyone that if you want to be in the drawing, you need to You need to purchase the basic membership. You need to purchase the basic membership to be involved in the drawing tonight. So make sure you get to doing that. So this is basically, and here you see the chart, Ripple Futures Trading. This is at CoinDesk.com, by the way. Article name Ripple's XRP just might, which might next big crypto futures market is the URL for this article. And here you can see the chart of its performance, the trading volume. You can see, you look at what's going on in the currency markets. It's an alarming growth here, folks. An alarming growth in just 3 months. Look at this. This is November here, and look what happened December, January, and February. Okay, look at what's going on. Incredible growth. There's a lot big money out there. So this type of thing, it just goes to show you that you have to get a different mentality. You have to have a different mentality. And that mentality is that you have to get involved in crypto the safest way, that's without your own money. And you have to have a program that's solid, that's really going to keep pushing in crypto into your wallet. Because, this thing is going to pop up. And a lot of you guys are going to be left out in the dust. You're going to be left out. You're going to be, selling your way out of the big payday. And because there's just no way, you're going to be scared out of your wits. You're not going to sleep. We see guys who are not sleeping because of all this crypto madness. And so you're not going to sleep. And it's because you have so much writing and you have so much hope and you're dreaming. And I'm not saying that it won't happen, that the big day will not happen, but the way you're playing it, in our program, you will be in and you'll be in and you don't have to worry about anything because your money is safe. Okay, so here we are going to get into look for another article. Here, CCN Yeah, there was some comments today on some other scope. They were talking about Venezuela's petrol and why is the U.S. Going against the petrol. And now we hear here that Russia secretly helped Venezuela launch state crypto petrol. You knew the Russians had to get involved with that. Either they did, or they would be accused of doing so. Amazing. And they're saying that the altcoin markets will turn bullish late summer. One of these articles. And you have Trump's petrol ban. Cryptocurrencies ignore invisible lines. Bitcoin's explosive growth sees UK government launch crypto study. An ICO promotion by Manny Pacquiao. Ripple chief Brad Garlinghouse is keeping it real on ICOs. Okay, Stellar Press. Market fights to cement recovery. Bitcoin price holds above 8,500. Just remember, one of these days it'll say Bitcoin price hits $1 million. $1 million. Australia first, Hong Kong next. World's sixth largest stock exchange, ICE Blockchain. Blockchain still in its infancy. 83% of Australian cryptocurrency investors are male. Well, at least one scope I know of that is fact, and he's shirtless most of the time. Okay. Now here you see India having some issues. That Indian bank over there, I'm going to tell you one thing. That bank over there is something else. I've been doing internet marketing for a few years now, and I've always heard problems with India and their bank. And here we go, and we see it again. India's Bitcoin trading volume plummets amid banks' blockade of exchanges. What is this hold this bank has on these people? It's really something. The bank has this grip on these people. This is a concern. I'm going to look more into that because it seems to me, the way that thing looks like, it's like they're using the people. The people are sheep. They're milking them. I can only get that. They have like a stranglehold on these people. Then on top of that, an Indian woman shares credentials with scammers and loses $55,000 in Bitcoin. Oh my goodness. Well, I didn't hear of any of our people losing that, so it wasn't one of our people. See, now let's talk about this a little bit. So you have this woman. She loses 50,000. Let's say it was one of our folks. So what would happen? Well, simply, with our 5-month training program, in 5 months she would get another 50,000. That's what would happen. What happens if crypto, if Bitcoin all collapses? No more Bitcoin, nothing. You lose everything. So what happens then? Then make sure that you can accept a check and receive cash on PayPal or whatever, because you keep making money without program. That's what happens. That's the difference. Okay, so that's basically what's happening there. I have no time here, so I don't have this. Alrighty, let's take a look at what's going to be drawn today. Alright, we're going to find out what is going to be drawn today. Let's do the spin. Pro level membership, $400 worth, guys. $400 worth on tap for today. Remember to go up to the URL above there, and you'll have to purchase a month's membership in our basic level, which helps you to create $50,000 of cryptocurrency that's not from your own pocket, and get you started in the crypto mining, crypto wealth building program. Just go up to that URL and make your purchase today, and then you'll be entered into the drawing. Pro level. Pro level includes the software. Includes the software. Remember, I gave the the best strategy ever. The best strategy ever and how to deal with this program, and that was to do this. Remember, the training program is 5 months. 5 months. To get into the drawing, you're paying for 1 month. Now at $10, the normal price would be $25 for everyone else on the planet. But because you're watching these streams, you can get in for $10. All you have to do is go to this URL. It automatically charges you the $10. You press the pay button for PayPal. That's that. And you will be, when your name is entered into the daily drawing. Okay, and this is only for you guys. This is not available. If I'm not doing a drawing, don't do this in your URL, because I'm not going to accept the payment. I'm not going to accept it as I'm not going to put your name in the drawing. I'll take your payment. You can have 1 month membership, but I'm not going to enter your name in a drawing. It has to be when you see in the program, and then make the payment. I can see your payment come up on my cellular here, and then you'll be in the drawing. And today, if you purchase your basic membership for 1 month, you would be now in the drawing for the pro level membership that gives worth $400, and you will get and you would have a chance to win that. That gives you a whole year. A whole year. So you go through your 5 months program, you only paid for 1 month. The other months are, you save $15, and the other months already paid for. You want it, and you win the software, and the software helps you. With the basic membership, you can way up to $50,000. But with the pro membership, you can double that, triple that, even quadruple that amount. Because of what comes with the software and your ability to really multiply things greatly. So you want to, you can't, even if you have rotten luck and you don't win today, then you do it again tomorrow when I'm on. You make another $10 payment and you buy another month. Simply, you can do that 5 times. Now, in the 5 times, you would have paid for 5 months worth of membership and up to $50,000. So that's a win-win option for you. You can always keep trying to get an upgrade, but it's nonsense for you to keep trying to do that. I mean, you're really being cheap. You're making the most money. You really don't need to do that. But it's a good way for you to get your 5 months worth, get your training in the pocket so that you can, you can at least make that money and get into the crypto program and have a portfolio that's continually growing. After that, money's not a problem for you, so it's not a thing. But some of you want to still try to get something. There's no need unless you want to get the pro level. But why do that? Just buy it, for goodness sakes. Making money, so just buy it. That'll be it. Same thing with the mine. If I were you, the mine is the best thing for you to own. The issue, the mine costs $1,000. Okay, so if what you want to do is try to get the $10 basic membership that you're buying, and then you qualify for the drawing. See, I would try that for 5 days, but I wouldn't hold it more than that. I mean, if you got the 1,000, then do the mine. Because the problem with that, with holding off, is that the mines are exclusive and based. So if someone else in your area claims that mine for that coin, so let's say you want the Bitcoin, you want the Big Daddy, if somebody else can easily purchase that mine, you can't get it. Even if you won here, you want to be able to get that mine. You understand? So you have to be quick. You get the next one available, but you don't have really a choice. You understand? Right now you have a choice. So buying it now as soon as possible is always the best choice. You have a choice and you can get it. But if you wait and keep waiting, then you may lose the choose. And you'll only have to, and you'll settle then only for what's left, or the next thing down on the run. Okay, so the pro level is the one that's going to be drawn tonight. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the drawing in a few moments. I'm just giving anyone that wants to get into the drawing tonight, remember, you have to go to this URL. We have a limit as well. A few more spots are available. So get over there and do your get your 1 month of membership, and you get to participate in the drawing. Don't wait any longer, because We're just about ready to do the drawing. Level membership, $400 worth today, folks. $400 worth today. We're still deciding on how to best do the drawing for privacy issues. So what we're going to do for today and for the upcoming drawings, as you enter the drawing, as you become a member of the basic membership, and we put you into the drawing, you will be given a number. So the numbers will go from 1 through 25, which is the limit presently. And that's what will happen. Okay, so right now there's still some spots open, guys. So, I mean, $10 and you are getting a month in our program. You get a chance to win. Some people win the pro level tonight, $400 worth. And I think it's a great opportunity for you to get into our program. It's the safest program. It's the best program for cryptocurrency. And I mean, when you pay $10 for membership, you are saving 15. It costs 25. So you're getting it. It's a steal at $10. And you're 1 month into the 5 months training. You're 1 month into your 20% of the way for a $50,000 goal, which is what you're looking to do. So this is the beginning. So come on in. Let's get yourself together. Let's get moving on this. There's still a few positions open. Let's see. We have, and it's just we have enough for you to really have a good chance of winning the pro level. Somebody's gonna win this tonight. I mean, somebody's gonna get this tonight. Pro level. Pro level membership. Okay. And we'll give it a few moments. I'm going to take a break before the spin wheel is ready to go. And anyone that comes in, I'll check it on my way. All right. So make another checky see. Let's check see. Interesting. Okay, that one, and then okay. So we have our list already here of those who are participating in tonight's drawing. We've done for now until I can resolve privacy issues. So I want to make sure that people who participate are, have their privacy safeguarded. So to use it for now, we'll just use numbers for those who have come in. They will be assigned a number in the order in which they made their purchase of the basic membership. Um, that will be the way we can have privacy for those who are winning. Okay, and those who participate actually as well. So we're ready to spin the wheel. Folks, so bear with me, and going through some issues also in getting things together, and also we're very tight here with time. Tomorrow, as I was saying, we have our class, and we have a few students this week. We have people signing up for our crypto program, a different one, different in terms of its scope, still dealing with the same crypto issue. And that program is building out very nicely. So I have a lot of work on the table, and I'm still, for those of you who have been following me for a while, know that we had a car accident last year in July, and it's really affected me. I'm not the same as I was before in terms of productivity. Fatigued, and really the nighttime used to be my domain. I was really, but it's just a lot for me now. The accident really either it knocked some sense into me or it knocked it out. I just know that I'm not the way I used to be, and so you can see, you can tell that I'm a little. You see, but what you really can't see is the struggle that I go through to try to get things finished here. But in any case, so we'll take a rest after this and see if we can get a few tomorrow. Very good. So let's go to the screen. Where is that screen? Oh, this should be this one. And let's see what we pro level membership. And I heard the phone go off, so let me see if someone else wants to get in on this one here. Okay. Okay. Got some other notifications. So, the drawing is closed right now. We're ready to spin this wheel. And you have your numbers and you're going to spin it. And this is it. Ready? Pro level membership. Here we go. There was only 8 participants today. There's a 25 limit for today's drawing. Only 8 were involved today. And number 3 has won the pro level membership for today. Okay, number 3, congratulations. And thank you for participating in our mining program. Our basic membership is a wonderful membership, and now yours at least has been upgraded to a pro level, so you'll be getting the link to our software download. And right now you have a whole year. In 5 months, even with your basic membership, for all of you other winners actually today, because you did get into our membership program. Even at the basic level, you, after 5 months of training, you will earn up through $50,000 in crypto. And that's a wonderful opportunity for you. It's a great step that you've made for yourself and for your family and your wealth building desire. But you, number 3, you have a pro level, and with the pro level you can even double, quadruple, triple, and quadruple that level membership, and that's a wonderful win for you. And again, what did it cost you? You invested in 1 month of a reduced price membership, $10, and now you have over $400 worth of this membership, and you stand to make a significant world, and with quite a hefty portfolio in a few months from now. So we congratulate you, and everyone joins us. The other 7 participants today. You have your basic membership, and as I gave you the idea is that you do this every day, at least for 5 days, and at least to secure your 5 months of training at a reduced rate at $10 a month. And you have a chance, you have 5 chances to have that. To the 5 chances, I would just upgrade myself, manually, and not wait for these upgrade, and just do yourself a favor. And again, we'll be giving you more information about basic membership, pro level, and in the next couple of shows. So keep tuned, keep watching out for us, and that'll be it for me. I'm going to take a little rest so that I can get my classes together for tomorrow. Tomorrow and the next day are very busy down here in Orlando for the Bitcoin. Thanks for watching. Forgive me that can't pay attention to your comments because I'm on a bunch of different streams, and it's just no way for me to keep track of what everyone is commenting. But in either case, listen, hey, You know, you at least you had a time of your life to say something. But you know what? It's all for nothing because talk is cheap. Only these people did something to improve their life and the life of their families. And one of them, at least one of them, tonight has won a significant step forward in an advancement in that goal. You guys, I will you just keep the comments to yourselves, really, and do something. Take some action. Do something for yourself and for your family. Take care. See you guys tomorrow night.